Hello. It's quite an experience when we are working one to one or even one to a group, a small group of people, because they have projected onto us images of who they need us to be for them. They frequently project onto us all kinds of things. I'm somebody who grew up in an orphanage and then I was adopted and raised in the housing projects of the inner city in South Boston. And I've had people say to me, "You have no idea what it's like to struggle. You were born with a silver spoon in your mouth." My thought is, whatever have they read about me? How have they formed that opinion of me? And it had become so clear that they know nothing about me, that they are projecting onto me what they needed to see, whether to keep me at a distance or to bring me in closer if I'm somehow some saint and guru. They needed to project onto me so that they could see me in a certain way. When we choose instead to truly be present with some of the people we're working with, we share a bit, just a bit. They don't need to know a lot about us. They don't pay us. They don't come to us in order to hear all of our story. But when you're working with an existing client, they've seen how you work, they've seen who you are. And it's easy to mention, if you're comfortable in your own skin, to them that, I've been changing over the past few months. And a realization I've had, part of my personal growth, part of my spiritual development, something I've learned over the past few months is this. So we're bridging the gap of who we used to be when we started working with them to who we're becoming in the process of working with them, perhaps because of them, perhaps because of our groups of clients that we're working with, or the numbers of individual clients. We're growing constantly. Hopefully, we're becoming wiser. And as we share that with them and let them know, we're in process also, we're developing also. None of us are done. We won't be done till the day we go home. So being humble and letting them know we're in process as well really is a supportive gesture you're giving them, to let them know it doesn't matter how much you grow, it's going to keep on going. You're going to keep on growing. Even you, their coach, even you, their leader, are going to keep on growing in your skills, in your wisdom, and in your own presence. For brand new clients, it's so important to have the ability to stand in it, to own that I am. So that you present to this new person, they're meeting somebody an older client never met. They're meeting that person in addition to what you now bring to the table, in addition to who you now are, the wisdom you've now acquired, that solidity you've now developed, that sense of self that may not have existed in the past because it didn't encompass all that you now have to hold on to. So own it. Own your growth, own who you are today. So as you work with new clients, they get to meet the better version of you. They get to meet the more solid, the more powerful, the more wise version of the man or woman you've become, because that's what they deserve. Have a great day.